Hey everyone, happy Friday. It's time for more Gakuen Heaven 2. I'm Rahana and we are playing Arata's route today. We're continuing from June 7th because we finally finished June 6th, the super long day last time. And
どのデータをロードする?
7th will be the next one. So you can see here we're continuing with Yuki and Yagami in the classroom.
いよいよ来週は2回戦か。おめえシャンとした今日な。
It's finally the second round next week, huh? You better shape up.
大丈夫だよ。ヤガミって意外と心配性だよな。
It's fine, Yagami. I'm surprised you're still worrywart.
んだとこれ。しくじっちまったら廃校だぞ廃校。
What's that supposed to mean? If you screwed up, the school closes. The school closes, so he's... Even though Yagami kind of tries to put on that tough guy attitude, you can kind of see that he's pretty concerned here.
おめえがヘラヘラしてっからこっちがハラハラしてんじゃねえか。
It's because you're so laid back that we're white knuckling it. And if you look at the text, you can kind of see in the middle of what he's saying, it's kind of like a verbal pun or something. We've got hera hera, which is like derp, and hara hara, which is like all wound up or, anxious. And we tried for a while to figure out a way to translate that so it would kind of preserve the pun and get something that kind of rhymes or sounds similar, but sometimes you just have to let those kind of things go because it comes out sounding so stilted or like you tried so hard to force it that it doesn't make any sense. So anyway, he's got a little bit of a pun going on there. But yeah, the main point is that Yuki is too laid back and it's making other people nervous.
別にヘラヘラしてるつもりはないんだけど。
I'm not really trying to be laid back.
とはいえ、1回戦の時ほどピリピリしてもいないな。
You didn't seem tense during the first round.
僕もそう思うね。
I thought so too.
頼むから、ここを廃校なんかにしないでくれよ。
Please don't let this school close.
まったく、この僕をパートナーにすればいいものを。
Geez, you should have made me your partner. And this is kind of something we'll see across all the character routes where Okuken will be kind of jealous that he wasn't chosen to be Yuki's partner because he feels like his intellect is superior. But of course, other characters will remind him that he is not athletic, so maybe not the best choice.
みんな、そんなに心配するなって。
You don't have to worry so much.
2回戦は本当大丈夫だと思うから。
I really think the second round will be fine.
ってな、その自信はどっから湧いて出るんだ？
How the hell can you be so confident?
1回戦を突破して自信がついたのか？
Is getting through the first round making you overconfident?
別にそういうわけでもないけど。
That's not it.
今回のベルワンは知力、体力、時の運を試されるんだろ？
The Bell one tests intelligence, strength, and luck, right?
それがどうした？
What about it?
だとしたら次は体力。
That means strength is next.
俺のパートナーである新田さんは水泳部のホープ。
My partner's Arata-san. He's the swim club's hope.
その新田さんと一緒なんだからなんとかなる。
Since I'm with Arata-san, it'll work out somehow.
はあ？
一理あるって言えばある気もするけど。
You do kind of have a point.
だが水泳というのはいささか偏ってはいないか？
But isn't calling it swimming somewhat biased, pointing out the difference between swimmers and divers? I don't think Arata really does any kind of swimming at all.
この場合はもっとオールマイティーなスポーツ選手にパートナーを頼むべきだったのでは？
In this case, you should have asked a more invincible athlete to be your partner.
そんなことないって。俺は新田さんをパートナーに選んで本当に良かったと思ってるんだからな。
That's not true. I feel really glad to have chosen Arata-san as my partner.
大丈夫大丈夫っと。
It's fine.
ああ、そうかよ。
I see.
ま、お前がそれでいいならいいんだろうけどさ。
Well, as long as you're okay with it, it's fine. So you can kind of see just from everybody, they're all hesitant, and even Tomo, who is, the world's #1 slacker, is concerned about this. And yeah, his position makes it so that he would be worried about this, and I won't say more about that because that would be a spoiler if you haven't watched Tomo's route yet. But it almost seems a bit out of character for him to be worried about someone's ability in something. Yeah. Don't go yeah.
それにしても不安だ。
But still, I'm worried. And this is like a bit of a genuine worry for him, because it's usually the whole thing where he wants attention, he wants to be the center of attention, but you can see that even Okaken has this moment of being genuinely concerned about this, so you still get the feeling that even though they made it through the first round, which honestly would probably be their weakest because they're both not good at quizzes and things, people are still worried about this.
Konnichiwa!
And it's pretty different because when you pair up with certain other people, there's just no worries. Like, when you pick Joker as a partner, everyone's like, oh, you're gonna win. But in Tomo's route, where you pick Tomo because everyone knows he's a slacker, there's a lot of resistance and people kind of talk shit about it. So you can obviously see that Arata is the person that people are just not confident in, which may lead to him being less confident in himself. So it's almost like one of those self-fulfilling cycles, just keeps going, people doubt him, so he doubts himself. Because he doubts himself, he doesn't make an effort, and then people doubt him more, and it just keeps going. Alright, so we've got Yuki.
Yo, Ace.
Hello.
生徒会の用事か?
And these are some random swim club person saying, hey, are you doing student council work?
いえ、そっちはもう終わりました。
No, we're already done.
じゃあ、水か。あっちでコーチと話中だぞ。
So you're looking for Minase? He's over there talking to the coach.
そうですか。いつもだったらもう部活って終わってる時間なのに。
But normally club would be over by now.
今日は結構残って。
There's a lot of people staying today.
話終わったみてえだぜ。
Seems like they're done talking.
本当だ。ありがとうございます。
You're right, thank you.
じゃあな。
Bye.
新田さん。
お待たせ、Yuki.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Yuki. And remember, last time, Arata has agreed to call Yuki Yuki instead of coming up with a cutesy nickname for him.
いえ、今来たところです。
I just got here.
今日は皆さん遅くまで練習してるんですね。
Everyone's practicing really late today.
うん。今度の土日にインターハイの予選があるからね。
Yeah, there's a qualifier for an inter-high competition this Saturday, so that's just inter-high school. So they're going to compete against another school.
インターハイ？じゃあベルワンどころじゃないじゃないですか。
Or rather, not just compete against another high school, it's probably a gathering of multiple high schools because it's a competition, so it's probably something bigger where the teams from various schools are going to get together and see who qualifies to actually enter the competition. So Yuki is kind of flustered by this. Inter-high competition, you'll be too busy for the bell one.
大丈夫、大丈夫。いつも通りやるだけだよ。
It's fine, I'll do things like normal.
でもさっきコーチとも話し込んでたし。
But you were talking to the coach just now.
ああ、あれはちょっと打ち合わせがあっただけ。
Oh, that was just making arrangements.
再来週、他校と合同合宿があるんだって。
There's a joint camp with other schools the week after next.
再来週？
Week after next.
うん。ちょうどベルワンの最終戦の後かな。
I guess it's just after the final round of the Bell One.
これからの大会に向けて強化合宿ってやつ？
It's like a training camp for the upcoming competition.
新田さんもその合宿に参加するんですよね。
Are you going to the camp too?
うん、そうだね。
Well, let me think.
新田さん？
さ、
So he
Yuki。
kind of
そん
sidesteps the
なことより
question there.
まずは2回戦頑張ろう。
More importantly, let's do our best in the second round.
そうですね。
That's right.
次は運動系だよね。だったら任せて。
Next is athletics, so leave it to me.
へい。
So you're just kind of making an effort sound there.
逆立ち。
Oh, a handstand.
よっと。
バク転。
Backflip.
どう？
How about that?
すごいすごい。軽々じゃないですか。
Awesome, you do it so easily.
まあね。これでも飛び込み選手だもん。
Well, I am a diver.
そっか。やっぱりアクロバットとかも得意なんですか？
I see. Well, after all, you're good at acrobatics, right?
もちろん。
Of course.
トランポリン使って練習したりもするし。
I practice using a trampoline, and that's true. I was curious about that. We were curious, so we looked that up after he said this and found some videos of divers practicing their acrobatics by using a trampoline, which, eliminates the whole climb up to the top, dive off, and then, take time to come back out of the pool, go back up, and all that other stuff. It cuts out all the time you'd spend doing that and lets them just practice the acrobatic parts over and over without the hassle of dealing with the pool. So I thought that was neat that they included that interesting bit of information in there.
飛び込み台の上で逆立ちしたまま飛び込む技もあるし、
And doing a handstand on the diving board is also a diving technique.
すごいすごい。
It's amazing. So I love how Yuki is just so enthusiastic about everything Arata does. Just like he's just so impressed by anything.
逆立ちだけでも難しいのに、あの高い台の上でやってそこから飛び込むとか。
Doing a handstand is hard enough, but you do it up on the diving board and then you dive off.
すごすぎですよ。
That's too awesome.
勇気褒めすぎ。
You're praising me too much.
そういえばあの飛び込み台ってかなり高いですよね。
Well, come to think of it, that diving board's really high, isn't it?
まあね。
I guess.
いつも下から見てるだけだけど、実際立ったらまた違うんだろうな。
I always see it from below, but it would probably seem different if I was actually standing on it.
そうだね。下から見るより高く感じるかも。
Well, let's see. Maybe it seems higher than when you see it from below.
新田さん、あそこに立ってみてもいいですか？
Could I try standing up there?
10メートルあるよ。高いとこ平気？
It's 10 meters. Are you okay with heights?
立ってみたいんです。いつも新田さんが立ってる場所でしょ。
I want to try it. You always stand up there, right?
だから俺も。
So me too.
そう？
Really?
うっかり足滑らせたら危ないからね。
If you're not careful and let your foot slip, it's dangerous.
はい、ふざけたりしません。
Right, I won't goof around.
じゃあいいよ。
Then okay.
やったー。
Woohoo! So this kind of cuts to a part where they go up on the diving board, and the rest of the scene will finish from here. So I think this is a good place to stop. Got about 12 minutes in the video. I know it's not super long, but good enough for half a scene here. So yeah, we get just more of a sense of how people think of Arata, which does not seem to be in a flattering way, and then more of Yuki being impressed with Arata's abilities. So even though everybody's saying things, Yuki's not going to be deterred. He does not, feel that he has made a poor choice, and he's going to stick by his choice. And if people start, kind of bashing Arata, he's going to stand up for him. So you can get a real feel for his personality and the way he cares about people. So this is a nice scene, and we'll continue next time with what happens up on the diving board. Don't be worried. Nobody falls. Nobody gets hurt. It's good. So, yeah. Thank you for watching this one, and I hope you'll come back next time to conclude, I think, this entire day. So, see you then.